What's up, YouTube? It's your girl T back at it again with another video, back on my nonsense. Still repping it up for the Ratchet Girls. Hashtag Ratchet Girl Gang. Hashtag RGG. Still repping hashtag Bonnet Life, even though I got braids. But today's video, I was going to use wine, but we're using Hennessy. Reason being is because I'm finna discuss the coronavirus. And the more and more we watch the news, the numbers go up. And you're just praying and praying and praying that you don't catch it. But for those who work in the medical field, doctors, nurses, even us CNAs, we're putting our lives at risk when we go to work to care for our residents or our patients and continue to do our job. Now, don't get me wrong. I am more, and I mean more than grateful to still go to work. Because there are a lot of places who had to close down, shut down. So you have people who are at home and they're not making money to support their family. However, I'm grateful that I still go to work. Although I'm kind of mad that I still got to go to work because sometimes they'll take you there. But still and yet, I love what I do. But there are two stories I want to talk to you about. The first story was I seen a video of this lady who was a nurse. And she worked at a hospital. And her supervisor told her she would work on the floor with patients who had coronavirus. This drink's for you for this, because you had to work with. And, Hennessy. And she felt like, it's in the best interest for my family. She quit her job because she felt like she didn't want to catch it, or she didn't want to work and have to be away from her family and her kids. I get that, but the position that you hold as a nurse, now was the time where we really need you. You became a nurse for a reason. Nurses are the ones on the front line. Nurses are the ones who are there to, you know what I'm saying? So when all this coronavirus and stuff is over, I just want to ask you one question. Where you gonna work at? Because if it was me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen the video because it went viral. But if it was me and I seen this video and you came into my facility for a job and I asked me like, ain't you that nurse that she quit her job because she didn't want to work with coronavirus patients? But you're a nurse, so you're supposed to have compassion and a heart. I would right then and there put her resume in the shredder. Sure would. Why? Because that's wrong. I mean, I get that you have a fear of catching it, but you being a nurse, quitting your job was very selfish. It was a very stupid move. You could have just took time off, took a sabbatical if that's how you felt. But even then, as a nurse, now is the time where we really need you, and you walked away. The second story I want to talk about is a little bit more sad. So there's a lady who, she was a nurse as well, and she found out that she tested positive for coronavirus. And she, in her mind, had the thought that she could possibly pass it on to her patients or to anybody else, and she couldn't live with that. So she took her own life. And I have to send my condolences and my prayers out to her family. Better yet, I want to send my prayers and condolences out to everybody who's been affected by this coronavirus, from those who've had coronavirus, a family member had coronavirus, and most importantly to those who have lost family members to coronavirus. My prayers go to you and your family. But I don't think it was that bad that she had to take her life. I feel like, a lot of people have tested positive for coronavirus. I know she's seen the news, and people had it, and they got over it. They got better as they took care of themselves. But it wasn't worth you taking your life. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'll say this, me as a CNA, I have a fear of going to work every day. I'm grateful to have my job, but it's a fear for me because I'm in contact with people who, you know what I'm saying, they might have an infection, or they might, but even then, if any of my residents catch coronavirus, I am still going to go to work. And I'm going to still take care of them, because that's why I became a CNA. I became a CNA to care for others who can't care for themselves. And I hope to aspire one day to maybe be a nurse. But if not, I plan on being an actress, Hollywood. But listen, I really didn't have much to say. But as I watch the news every day and I see the numbers go up and I see the death toll go up, not just in our country, but other countries. And the only thing I can say is continue to please social distance and keep your 6 feet. Continue to wash your hands like they are asking to, which you should already be washing your hands. But if you ain't, start washing your hands and stop being nasty. And more importantly, keep yourself at home. Don't go out unless you absolutely necessarily have to. Because it would literally break my heart to hear that somebody I know personally has coronavirus. But more so, with me going out to work, I take that risk. But, I mean, it is what it is. Other than that, I know this video probably wasn't much. I know y'all was probably wanting to laugh or something. You probably got to laugh or two. But anyway, don't forget. Tell somebody about this video. Tell somebody about me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Other than that, if you had a bad day, this drink's for you. Ugh. I'll let you girl.